Hey, folks. Good morning. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Uh, Beautiful morning, right? Where I'm at, I'm in an undisclosed location, right? I'm in the Ecuadorian embassy, right? Julian Assange. Anyhow, I wish the lights did not wash out my background, that you can see it, and maybe you can as the show goes on. But anyhow, good morning. I'm BKP, and this is how you get in touch with us. Let them know there. Josh put it up on the screen. You can always contact me, 706-889-9700 and chief at fetchernews.com. And there's all these social media ways that you can follow the show. Now, this is one of those mornings, Tuesday morning, by the way, I look for the direction of the show. And I'll share with you, if you're new to the program, I get up in the morning, I start studying the media, seeing how they are attempting to manipulate the American public to bring down the president of the United States, or at least do anything they can so that he would not be reelected. That'd be Donald J. Trump. And they're in overdrive. They are flat in overdrive, because you got to stop and think, history, right? It would be about at this time before the 2016 election, right? There's no convention, getting ready to go into the primary season. You would be wondering, the media would be in love with Donald Trump, ratings through the roof. They never thought this guy could get the nomination, let alone the American people. Although Hillary got the popular vote, right? She's so popular. She was homecoming queen. I wanted to call her something else, but we won't this morning. But anyhow, at this time, the media just does not believe he will, one, be the nominee, and two, the American people will accept him for president of the United States. Not to waste your time this morning, but when elected and the inauguration, and he actually did the oath, and they're like, oh, hail. So they held the Russian collusion, obstruction. I'm not going to say they held back on that, but they held back on some things for timing. They're a time release capsule. Okay, so what do you start with? You start with the disgusting, sick, disgusting, sick political stunts by Democrats. Eric Gardner, Michael Brown, the hero they are making out of Eric Gardner. Now, this is a guy that was on the street corner selling Lucy's. Okay. So do you know what a Lucy is? Let me find what I want here this morning. Selling loose cigarettes in New York City. So Eric Gardner is selling loose cigarettes in New York City. And the chokehold, and I have this here in just a second, the chokehold that was put on Eric Gardner is what they say killed him. I cannot breathe. What did he say? That 14 times? Whatever. But yesterday, all right, New York City Mayor de Blasio, in a campaign stunt with the, here we go. Let's go to number 37. We're going to get into this, but I want to go through several of the subjects I want to talk about. Number 37, NYPD fires Officer Daniel Patanlio, okay, for the chokehold in Eric Gardner's death. Remember when it was so cool or so amazing, or you loved it and it was patriotic? Everybody was grabbing the NYPD hats after 9/11. FDNY, right? Fire Department, of New York, and NYPD. I mean, after 9/11, those are the hats we were looking for. These were heroes. Let's go to 38. In the debate now, Castro, the first debate, Castro decided to introduce his plan for abortions for transgender males. I don't remember that. But here is de Blasio, this piece of garbage, number 38. And number 39, Kirsten, I will do anything for a campaign donation to get on a campaign stage. Number 39, Kirsten Gillibrand, saying I would fire him now. And number 40, Caramel, I call her Caramel, okay, a little caramel color there. Kamala Harris, getting in on it. Yes, I would fire him too right now, Eric. And so, do you know what a Lucy is? Do you know why the NYPD was bringing this thug down? Do you know why? We'll talk about that. How about another one, okay? Let's go to number 48. These are some of the things I want to cover this morning. Number 48, again, the growing concerns of a potential recession. Now, I put this on Facebook this morning. If you believe there's a deep state, and I do, okay, then you need to accept. When I say that, I don't mean accept it like you're okay with it, but you need to accept and believe that the deep state will do it, very powerful, will do anything they can to crash this economy. Now, I'm going to say something that is probably, not controversial, but you may question. The deep state has more power to crash the economy than they did and do, okay, with the Russian collusion, FBI, James Comey, Peter Strzok, the dossier. That could not bring the president down, okay? And let me say, I'm saying some things, but that cannot and will not bring the president down, all right? Because the American people know it was all a coup, all right? And actually, the American people found out it was nothing but a stunt, nothing but a coup, nothing but an attempt to remove a duly elected sitting president of the United States of America. The American people know that, but at the same time, they know that it was not affecting and is not affecting them financially. You let the economy crash or go downhill, and that's when the American people change their mind. I just don't get upset with me. That's when the American people will change their mind if the deep state can crash the economy. They are doing everything in their power to do that. Okay, so we're going to talk about number 50. I'm jumping around a little bit because I'm going to give you all the subjects because the whole box is open this morning to pick from. Number 50 there. California raises bar for use of deadly police force. They want to disarm our law enforcement. They want to discourage our law enforcement. Catch that, okay? I mean, I don't know if anybody ever thinks about it. It's law enforcement. On the day Eric Gardner died, okay, for selling Lucy's, and we're going to get back in that in a minute if you don't know what that is, he was breaking the law. Again, just like Michael Brown out in Ferguson, Missouri, the media continued to show Michael Brown in his graduation, dress for graduation, all of these positive family pictures with Michael Brown. Never one time that I'm going to say a thug, okay? Eric Gardner, a thug on the corner selling Lucy's. We'll get back to that in a minute. No, but you're seeing the upstanding pictures. Here's number 52. New York PD officer fired in Eric Gardner chokehold death. James O'Neill, New York City Police Commissioner, yesterday because of a judge's recommendation. Excuse me, a judge's recommendation. He did not have to be fired. And this is not, I'm not going to argue this morning and take the time of the show up and argue whether this guy's good cop, bad cop. I'm not going to get into that. Okay. It is the overall Democrat view to bring down, okay, any kind of respect for law enforcement, to bring down law enforcement any way they can. You do not know. I'm going to tell you, a majority of you do not know what law enforcement is up against in these inner cities. Moving right along. Okay. Number 56, Josh. Planned Parenthood refuses federal funds over abortion restrictions. Organization rejects gag order, exit Title 10 program. Well, I thought they were taking the money and paying the light bill. I did not realize they were over abortion restrictions. I thought Planned Parenthood was not using federal money for abortions. I thought they were taking all the federal money and paying the leases on the building, the light bill, and one thing after another, and then taking the other money and pushing it over that they have for abortions. But interesting, they're going to refuse the federal funds. Now, I want to get into Planned Parenthood and abortion a little deeper into later in the show, because Donald J. Trump, what does the economy, what does the other things that they're attacking the president for have to do with abortion? We just went through, and we'll go back in this in a minute, we just went through state legislative sessions. So many of our states during their last legislative session passed some form of abortion, state abortion laws, whether it be the heartbeat bill or different forms. And then there's the pro-abortion states, New York and some others, and you got Ralph Northam, kill him after alive, Governor Ralph Northam. But right now, the attempt by the left to destroy the president is as strong over abortion, judges. You will see. Okay. They are, putting it lightly, they're very upset. So I would not let this stand if I was President Donald J. Trump. These are, again, some of the things we're going to go into this morning. Let's put up number 58. So yesterday, President Trump claims Google manipulated votes. We'll get into that. Hillary Clinton come out with this tweet, number 58. The debunked study you're referring to was based on 21 undecided voters. For context, that's about half of the number of people associated with your campaign who have been indicted. Donald, don't let this go. How dare this woman come out and talk about a president with people indicted when 21 is about half the number of people that have died suspiciously around the Clintons? How dare you talk about somebody's campaign or administration having someone indicted? Oh, that leads me to Jeffrey Epstein signed a will 2 days before his murder-suicide. What do we call it? Homicide, murder? Is that a suicide? Homicide, suicide? Is that a whole new category? But here you go. How dare. Don't let this go, Donald. Okay. Number 59, obviously, the media is prepared to tell you, number 59, Trump falsely claims Google manipulated votes in 2016 election. Right? Just saying. Let's go on to some other subjects we want to do. Let me get to this. We'll get back to 66, Josh, let's go there. I do this to show you 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Eastern time. If you look down in the bottom corner, all right, 4 a.m. Eastern time this morning, the very first byline there, countering economic concerns. Countering economic concerns. I am telling you, folks, these people are off the rails. Number one, did we show this one already? There you go. There's Prince Andrew, and that's the Duke of York. Is that who he is? Is that the Duke? Duke of York. Is that him? And there's a nice little cute, looks like 17. Is she 17? All right. And the lady in the back corner is that the pimp? Disgusting, folks. Let me get one more. And then I'm going to double back to something that I want to talk about as soon as we come back. Here's number 10. The two ladies. These are the two, bring it down. There's 435 congressional members, not congressional members, members of the House of Representatives. There's 535 congressional members. That includes Congress, all of Congress. 435 members of the House of Representatives. 2 female Muslims. 2. I said it. Female Muslims. There they are, number 10 on the stage. 2. That means where is everybody in Congress for not calling this out? Democrats, Republicans, where is it at? This is a national disgrace. This is an international disgrace that our political system is being tied up in so many ways with these 2 Muslim congresswomen. One, Rashid Tlaib, okay, on the one side in glasses there, and Ilhan Omar, is that her name? Head wrap woman, okay, on the other side. They did not want, they yesterday at the press conference, they hate Israel, all right? They hate Israel, period. The one, Tlaib, is a Palestinian. They wanted to go. They have shown their cards. Their hand is out. It's show your cards. Yesterday, they're fully committed. They were fully committed to going to Israel and doing everything they can to disgrace the United States of America in Palestinian territories and try to get all the press coverage they could for themselves. I tell you what, I do hope they continue to be the face of the face of the Democrat Party. My apology. Now, let's go here before I go to break. Now, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about this for a minute. And I want to put a little time into it, Josh, because I do want to put this segment out. Although I feel maybe sometimes there's very few times, let me untwist the words, very few times where someone like myself or a talk show host will come on and maybe advocate for other talk show hosts, okay? I just think this is very important. Number 6, okay? Every once in a while, you just have to humble yourself and give somebody props. When a guy's got the audience and the guy has got the truth and he's bringing it. And number 6 here is Tucker Carlson. And this is a clip on the face of the website Media Matters this morning. Tucker Carlson's back on Fox and returning to his comfort zone anti-abortion information, okay? This guy, they are doing everything. Now, he was off for a couple days. They made every accusation of why he was off, and Fox News, between Chris Wallace and the gay guy at 3. What's the gay guy at 3's name? Anyhow, he's the gay guy at 3. I can't remember his name because I keep calling him that. They're doing everything they can to get him removed at night. Everything. They're working on Tucker like you would not believe. Number 7, this is on Media Matters this morning website. Tucker Carlson returns to Fox News, but advertisers are staying away. This is an example among many, we have a lot, that we have to. Okay, let's go to number 4. All right. Number 4, the Democrat, Chris Wallace. And what is the gay guy's name? Shepard Smith. I knew I would get it sooner or later. Okay. They are writing open letters, people are, to them, Chris Wallace and Shepard Smith, telling them that they need to go in and demand that Fox pull Tucker Carlson. We got to talk about that. We have a lot to do this morning. Let me see. Oh, they're trying to, I told you they've opened up the whole entire box. Number 22. I think in the cabinet, okay, the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, is very close to the President of the United States. So this is this morning on MSNBC. They're going back to November of 2016 when Pompeo said some things concerning candidate Donald Trump. Okay. Trump taps Congressman Mike Pompeo for CIA. They're trying to attack that relationship. We've got more to unpack today, Josh. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Where is it at? I had it here just a minute ago. We will get to this one. Oh, number 17. And then we'll get to ISIS. I don't have that. Number 17, the McCain family promotes acts of civility. Acts of civility. ISIS is back on the move, according to a Pentagon report. And number 8, Trump said he's not going to do this. Everybody keeps saying, I like the Greenland and Trump Tower in number 8. Josh, take us to break. And when we come back, we're going to start breaking some of these things down one at a time. And we're going to talk about a Lucy. Do you know what a Lucy is? Well, we're going to talk about it. Josh, take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Got a lot going on this morning. Like I said, the media is unpacking everything against the President of the United States. And Josh, let's show everybody how to get in touch with the show. Now, the despicable Democrats, and I will tell you this, I don't want to waste time on the show, but every time I think about, no matter who it is, a Republican, Democrat, or anybody that would pull the stunts at the expense of the American people or anyone in this country, it's despicable. Eric Garner, I don't know, Garner, a thug on a street corner in New York City. Now, the government wants a crackdown on the sale of these loosies. Okay, so let's go here. Let me play this first. Okay, let's go to the NBC. This is their news report. So let's go to that video, Josh, and play the news report on this first.
Eric Garner's family has been waiting 5 years to hear.
Finally, somebody has said that there's some information that this cop has done something wrong.
Today, a judge recommending that New York City police officer Daniel Pantaleo be fired for his role in the 2014 death of Eric Garner. The NYPD then announcing Pantaleo would be suspended without pay for 30 days, following what it called long-standing department policy. Pantaleo, who's been assigned to desk duty, was accused of using an illegal chokehold.
It's a horrible decision that came out today.
The outraged police union president blasted the judge's decision, saying Pantaleo was doing his job.
Found them guilty on recklessness because the community called and we responded and someone resisted? That's reckless? That's asinine.
At City Hall, protesters heckled Mayor Bill de Blasio, who wouldn't say whether he agreed with the judge's decision.
And I hope that this will now bring the Garner family a sense of closure.
Garner's death was ruled a homicide by a medical examiner, and his family was awarded nearly $6 million in a settlement with the city. The Justice Department and a grand jury both declined to bring charges against Pantaleo. But tonight, Garner's family is demanding Police Commissioner James O'Neill follow the judge's recommendation and fire Pantaleo.
But we don't want to wait no more. Make your decision, Mr. O'Neill, as soon as possible.
Tonight, Pantaleo's attorney says his client is disappointed with the judge's recommendation. Ultimately, it is up to the police commissioner to make the final decision, and that's expected to happen sometime this month.
Okay, that is a news report before the firing, okay? That's a news report. Pantaleo, no charges. This guy has not faced any charges. Federal government is not bringing charges. A judge made a recommendation, okay? I will tell you this, anytime someone is giving a press conference and the domestic terrorist, Al Sharpton, you see Al standing back there? I mean, well, I tell you what, I see Al Sharpton, I want to roll with the bad words, okay, but I won't. So that is the news report. De Blasio is trying to get on the debate stage. De Blasio is trying to build up some street cred with voters. The most hated mayor by law enforcement probably in the United States, Bill Jackass de Blasio. All right. So you see the report. All right. No discussion of what he was doing when the police brought this guy down. We're going to go over it. Selling Lucy's. They make it sound like, well, he was just selling cigarettes on the street corner. We'll get into that. That's big business in New York. So let's go to the other video, and this is a little bit of what took place. I'll tell you when I want to come back, Josh. At the CNN, the highly accredited CNN News, the most trusted name in news. Every time I get up and I hear that, I'm like, wow. Okay, so CNN debate. Castro, this little guy again, right, starts talking about Pantaleo and Gardner, and they had to bring the protesters out. Let's go to this video. I'll tell you when I want to come back, Josh.
Score, and we will tax the hell out of the wealthy to make this a fairer country and to make sure it's a country that puts working people first.
Old language.
Stand by, Senator.
I will stand by.
Please stand by.
This was a good example the other day of the Department of Justice not going after Officer Pantaleo. That, you know, Officer Pantaleo used a chokehold that was prohibited by NYPD. He did that for 7 seconds, 11 different times. Eric Garner said that he couldn't breathe. He knew what he was doing, that he was killing Eric Garner, and yet he has not been brought to justice. That police officer should be off the street.
Let me tell you, I know the Garner family, they've gone through extraordinary pain. They are waiting for justice, and they're going to get justice. There's finally going to be justice. I have confidence in that. In the next 30 days in New York. You know why? Because for the first time, we are not waiting on the federal Justice Department, which told the city of New York that we could not proceed because the Justice Department was pursuing their prosecution. And years went by, and a lot of pain accrued. And in the meantime, what I'm working on is making sure, and I have for 5 years, there will never be another tragedy. There will never be another Eric Garner, because we're changing fundamentally how we police.
Thank you. You heard earlier Mayor de Blasio respond to Secretary Castro on the question of why the police officer who killed Eric Garner is still on the NYPD. Was that response adequate? Please respond.
When you know, because you have a video, when you know he said, "I can't breathe," so many times over and over again, when you know he used an illegal chokehold, that person should be fired. And if I was the mayor, I'd fire him. But as president, I would make sure that we had a full investigation, that the report would be made public. And if I wasn't satisfied, we would have a consent decree.
Well, we all just
decided that we were going to express our views about Mayor de Blasio's lack of leadership for his failure to fire Daniel Pantaleo, the killer of Eric Garner. The man who died, who was choked to death in front of the whole world, has been allowed to continue to enrich himself in the city of New York by remaining on the police force. He wants to get up and proclaim himself to be a progressive. Well, show us your progressive credentials. Don't sit there and say you want to create a more equitable society for everyone, while back at home you're allowing police officers to kill without any recourse or accountability.
Fire Pantaleo. Justice Department did not bring charges against Pantaleo. De Blasio, Gillibrand, Castro, Kamala Harris, all trying to get votes. Now, the one thing I want you to notice here, and the reason I bring this up, and then I will wrap this up. Let's go to Josh. Let's go to number, and we'll fly through here really quick. De Blasio said, we are going to change how we police. Okay. Now, both of the videos that we just watched, NBC, okay, report, and that video, nobody talks about Garner was breaking the law. We obviously know that Democrats do not care about that. Let's go to 37. This is MSNBC. New York fires Officer Daniel Pantaleo for chokehold in Eric Garner's death. Let's go to number 38. This is on July 31st. And this is where Castro goes after de Blasio. All right. Number 39. This is on the debate stage. Okay. This is July 31st. Kirsten Gillibrand goes after de Blasio and says, I would fire him today or whatever. Okay. Here's number 40, Kamala Harris trying to get in on the action. Number 40. Let me go through this, and then we're going to talk about Lucy's and close this up. There she is. And how disgusting that a debate stage and trying to get votes is why Michael Pantaleo is fired today. It was a judge's recommendation. Okay? It wasn't a decision. You got to keep in mind, a judge's recommendation, reprimand, is not a decision. So they keep telling you it was the judge's decision. No, it was a recommendation from a judge. Nobody is looking at the background on this judge. Let's go to number 41. As you see, they continue to talk about the chokehold. All right. Let's see what else I have here on that. And then we'll go to, let's go to 47, Josh. All right. NBC News, New York PD fires Officer Daniel Pantaleo for chokehold in Eric Garner's death. At no time is there any discussion of enforcing the law. We're going to change how we police. I tell you what, better get ready, folks. Nothing on that. Then let's go to, like I said this morning, we showed you number 50, Newsom out there, Gavin Newsom. California raises the bar for use of deadly police force, passes one of the strictest use of force laws in the USA. So you got police officers now saying, should I shoot? Can I shoot? I would like to see the police academy now, not the comedy. Okay. I would like to see all of the rule changes and how the police academy, I'd like to see the instruction there now. Okay. Number 51, California raises the bar again here, 4:07 a.m. this morning, CNN. Number 52, 406 this morning, James O'Neill, New York City Police Commissioner. He doesn't care. These guys do not care. They get another job just like that. They serve at the pleasure of the mayor. Mayor said, fire him. NYPD officer fired. Chokehold death. Okay. And here we go. Just go with number 53. There's a nice little clip that CNN put together. 406 again this morning. Pantaleo used chokehold in Garner's 2014 death. Now, you do realize, let's stop there for a second. The truth is not in CNN. The truth is not in the Democrats. The truth is not in the corrupt, hashtag corrupt corporate deep state media. The Department of Justice did not bring charges against Daniel Pantaleo. If you look at the screen, it says Garner, the chokehold on Garner in 2014. It looks like the Obama administration could have gotten involved for their cause to do the right thing. It's never about doing the right thing, people. Never. And that's a long time, but it's not. If this was all about the death of an innocent man that has a wonderful family that went to work every day and came home and watched TV with his children and helped his children with homework and went out and got a gallon of milk and loaf of bread and came back home, then in 2014, the Obama administration would have had 2 years under Loretta Lynch, if I remember, to do the right thing. Am I correct? It's 2014. This is not about the right thing. This is about Democrats doing anything to get on a debate stage and try to get some polling numbers with the black community, black voters. Number 54, NYPD. There's a nice picture. There's Eric. I mean, what a family man, right? And then number 55, there's never showing the pictures of Eric standing on the corner, breaking the law. There's no discussion of the law, right? No. Breaking the law. This is Eric Garner. This is the chokehold Pantaleo was putting down on a guy. Okay. So now, that being said, let's go to the great government. All right. And let's go to number 11, Josh. Put up number 11. Now, this is the state of New York. All right. Now, the state, I don't know what a pack costs. I think it's like $10, $11 or $9 or $10, maybe $11, $12. I don't know. This is New York State. The state excise tax rate is $4.35 per pack of 20 cigarettes. $4.35 per tax. That's the state. This has nothing to do with federal, no other tax. This is the state of New York, okay? $4.35. So if you buy a pack of cigarettes, the state of New York grabs $4.35, 20 cigs, Lucy's. The New York City local excise tax is $1.50 per pack, bringing the combined rate for the package of 20 cigarettes purchased in New York City $5.85. Now, we're not going to discuss right, wrong on cigarettes and all the above. I don't care. We're not getting into that. But every time a pack of cigarettes is sold in New York City, between the state and the city, they get $5.85. Wow. So that is major income. So what do they have to prevent? Bootleg cigarettes being brought into New York City. It's a big business, folks. Bootleg cigarettes coming into New York City with no tax. And guys standing on a corner selling a Lucy one at a time. That's it. These guys, Eric Garner was not running a legit business on a corner. where he was paying the tax, and he had a federal and state and city tax ID number. He was not going home and doing his tax statement and saying, I sold, 400 Lucy's this week, single cigarettes. Here is the tax for New York. Here is the tax for the city and the federal. He did not. No, he was selling bootleg, a major problem in New York City. Cigarettes, tax-free, as Lucy's on the corner. And I will tell you why he was taken down that day is because they won't tell it. The piece of garbage, de Blasio, the piece of garbage in upstate New York, Cuomo or whatever his name is, governor, okay, Fredo 2 or whatever, they will not tell you the reason Garner and so many others have been taken down in the city is because you've got Mayor de Blasio and you've got these others pounding the table, calling the police commissioner and saying, we're losing thousands of tax dollars in loose cigarette sales. It has to be stopped. There was you look it up. There was a major demand put on the NYPD to stop this for no other reason because of taxes, the greedy New York City tax of $1.50 a pack and $4.35 to the state. So every time Eric Garner took 20 cigarettes, stood on the corner and sold one at a time, the state of New York with New York City lost $5.85 every pack. That's why the city took him down. From instruction from the Democrats, get our taxes. So the tax collector killed Eric Garner. That's who killed Eric Garner. The tax collector. That's my opinion, okay, of who killed Eric Garner. Now let me go over this. Get one more in here. I had an article I wanted to bring up. The Daily Beast. Eric Garner was choked to death for selling Lucy's. A grand jury has refused to indict the officer responsible for Eric Garner's death. Now we need to change the insane policies that led to his killing. Now, the insane policies that they're claiming that led to his killing, the controversial deaths of African Americans, Michael Brown and Ferguson and Eric Garner in Staten Island, at the hands of white police officers, don't just speak to racial divides and race questions of discriminatory law enforcement in America. At no time did they talk about these people broke the law, period. But no, we have to talk about the changing of how we police. I want to see if I have one more. New York City NYPD officer Daniel Pantaleo and Eric Garner's chokehold death should be fired. Judge recommends. Okay. Judge recommended that. Let me see if I have. New York Times this morning, Eric Garner's death will not lead to federal charges for NYPD officer 5 years after Mr. Garner's dying words, I can't breathe, become a rallying cry. Attorney General William P. Barr orders the case to be dropped. Okay. Folks, the grand jury, what are you going to do with a grand jury that will not indict? It went before the grand jury. See if I have another article on that. Went before the grand jury, said, nope, we're not indicting him. Why didn't they? Michael Pantaleo, you will remember that name as liberal Democrats disarm police officers. You will remember that name. I tell you what, I understand. I never want to come on here and say that a police officer will not fulfill their duty to protect and serve the people. I don't want to do that. But so let's just say if it was me, okay, if I'm a police officer and I got 30 years and I retire and I got my benefits, Pantaleo, boom, okay, They're trying to get him reinstated now so he can get his benefits. But if I'm a police officer, 27 years on the force, I got 3 years left. I don't care if you're beating the hell out of each other. I don't care what the hell you're doing. I'm not getting involved. Nothing's going on my record. I'm not going to internal affairs and being have an inquisition into me and my enforcing the law. No, I'm not doing it. And I'll tell you what, you're seeing the results. So I want to make sure I look in this camera and tell you, I am not disrespecting law enforcement, period. But if I was wearing a badge today in New York City and somebody's selling a Lucy, I'd just walk right by. To hell with it. Ain't worth it. Worked my whole life, put my life on the line for all of these Democrats. And all of these Democrats and a political terrorist, a domestic terrorist like Al Sharpton and people like that to go after me for enforcing the law, not going to do it. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. I want to get into so many other things. I probably got stuck on that a little longer than I should have. We're going to take a break. When we get back, Planned Parenthood, the economy, I mean, the recession that's just around the corner. Like if you run around the corner, you can see it hanging and looming over there to come in at any time. As the media says, the president is not accepting it. But behind the scenes in the White House, they're worried about it. That's what the media is telling you. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Let's take a little break, Josh, and we'll be right back.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
The summer truck event is here at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. So come get a payload of savings on Georgia's favorite trucks, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,000 off Colorado crew cabs. Every Chevy truck and SUV is discounted for this special event. Don't miss out. The summer truck event at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
8 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let's show people how they can get in touch with the show at any time. You're always able to contact me. There is the phone number, the email address, and all the social media ways you can follow the show. All right, Josh. Remember yesterday we were talking, okay? And the president did a press conference this past weekend as he was boarding. Oh, excuse me. As he was boarding Marine One. All right. And he said there's something going on over there at Fox. Okay. And the president said his worst polling numbers were coming from Fox. And he went into some other details concerning Fox and what he speculates is going on over there. And he highlighted all the good people over at Fox that he really likes. But he said there's something going on over at Fox, something going on over there. And I will tell you this, okay? If you look at the Fox viewers have more Democrats than you would realize, but not a big Democrat audience, okay? Not a big Democrat audience. Now, I'm going to just step out here and I'm going to give you my opinion of some data that I've not looked up, but I'm pretty sure I'm close. First of all, senior citizens, largest voting bloc in the most dependable voting bloc in the United States. So let's go 65 and older. All right. They vote. I mean, they are known as the super voters. Politicians come by and say hello to them, and they treat them like grandma and grandpa, and they just love on them and everything, these senior citizens, because they know they go vote. That is Fox's, my opinion, largest audience. There's a major audience that turns on Fox at whenever they get up, and they don't turn it off till they go to bed. I know these people. You need to take my word. I know TVs that come on and it's Fox. And it's even left on during Shepard Smith, while the whole time they say how much they dislike Shepard Smith, but still, yeah, it's Fox. And it's still on in the morning if they forget to turn it off at night. It's Fox News, 65 and older. Now, Fox has a very large who identify as independent voters audience. Oh, absolutely. Very large who identifies as independence audience. Very large. And then they have a pretty decent viewership Democrats. Now, not a lot, but they do. They have some. But the independents, so you got the little Democrat, you got the 65 and older Fox has that is upset with Fox, but that's what they're watching. They know, hey, Fox has really gotten liberal. You hear that in the living room, but they're still got it tuned in, right? And then you've got this independent vote, very large block that Fox News has. Now, let me remind you of something because I'm going somewhere with this. I do not dislike Bill O'Reilly, but I do not like Bill O'Reilly. How the hell do you get there? No, I don't. I will never forget when Barack Hussein Obama, candidate Obama, said he would give O'Reilly an interview that preempted, if my memory is correct, you do your research, preempted the Republican National Convention. Okay. Then O'Reilly was known at that time at Fox to have his largest viewing base were independents when he was at Fox. Largest viewing audience for Bill O'Reilly, independents. And I will always say that interview that night and Bill O'Reilly coming back, all right, and saying the next night after he aired his interview, saying, I found Obama to be a decent guy. I found him to be a decent family man. I always will say O'Reilly came back to the viewers, the independent viewers on Fox News, and sold Barack Hussein Obama to those independent voters. So where am I going? That's what any Democrat, I told you the other day, do not get mad at me. I think President Trump could possibly win in a landslide. I would tell you last month he could win in a landslide 2 months ago. Today, I still feel that way, but we have that gun violence issue where there's no such thing as gun violence, but we have gun legislation. September, the media will ratchet up background checks. They never talk about the laws on the book. The media will get into that, but they never discuss the gun laws, the background checks that are currently on the books. Okay? They never discuss the mass murderers and the 5 killed this weekend in Chicago. All right? They never discuss how really new gun laws will stop that. That being said, there's an independent block over at Fox. And I will tell you, where I'm sitting right now, on Sunday, there was a TV right there in the living room that Fox never was turned. It was never turned off. It was on all day long, and they beat the recession drum Fox as hard. Okay, Fox just comes back every once in a while and implements something positive to make you feel they're still balanced. There's some kind of balance, but it's not. All right. So all that being said, you have the independent viewers, right? The last thing you could do is have independent viewers getting the truth. President said there's something wrong at Fox. So we're going to leave it there. I think any network that tells me that there has to be I don't like bipartisan. Yell at me now. I don't think you take a little bit of wrong on one side and a little bit of wrong on the other side and put it together for a total package of something being wrong. And I do not believe there's a little bit of right on this side and a little bit of right on this side that comes together bipartisan and creates something awesome. I don't believe in it. I believe the right decision on this side and this side has to be made. But I'm not a bipartisan. Let me get past that. But I am just not a bipartisan guy. So I do not believe the network needs to have Juan Williams. I don't believe it. I don't believe the network needs to have Donna Brazile. Why are they doing that? To bring in some independence? To show they're balanced? Wrong is not balanced, folks. Lying is not balanced. Corrupt is not balanced. So why do they keep trying to sell you of a fair and balanced argument or discussion on anything? It's not there. So that being said, you will not. I'm going to look in the camera, okay, and let you know. I am not looking for balance on this show. I am the balance, damn it. Quote that, okay? So I'm going to tell you now, the attack. I understand what Rush says, and I agree with Rush. I do believe the president is set for re-election, but I do believe the forces against him, okay, there's number 4. Now, every time you think of Fox News, you think of Donna Brazile and Juan Williams. Chris Wallace is a no-good liberal Democrat, and he does not like Tucker Carlson. He does not like Sean Hannity. He does not like Judge Jeanine. He does not like Greg Gutfeld. He does not like Jesse Waters. He does not like Laura Ingraham. Absolutely not. Shepard Smith is gay. You can yell at me, you can get mad at me, but it's the damn truth. He's gay, comes on at 3 o'clock and gives his opinion where Fox tries to mask it as their news hour. They try to mask 3 o'clock as a good, balanced news hour. Shepard Smith comes on, gives his opinion. Shepard Smith will not be fired. The outrage of the left. I tell you what, we could have 50,000 people on one subject over here agreeing, and the left could have five gay people, and they will win the argument with the deep state corporate corrupt media. Okay? So Shepard Smith is not getting fired at Fox, but he is, don't you think for 1 minute he's not in there every day letting them know upstairs that he does not like Sean Hannity. He does not like Tucker Carlson. He does not like Laura Ingraham, Greg Gutfeld, Jesse Waters, and all the others. Just telling you, Judge Jeanine. Now, they want rid of this guy here, number 6. They want rid of Tucker Carlson bad. And like I said, this is a clip from Media Matters website. They want rid of this guy. Why do they want rid of this guy so bad? Because he is telling the truth, okay? And they absolutely do not want the independent voters to hear the truth. Let's see, I had one on the Daily Beast I thought I had that I wanted to bring up, but I don't seem to find that right away. We'll look at that in a minute. Where is the other one I'm looking for? Now, this is the website Media Matters for America. And don't you think George Soros is not pouring millions and millions of dollars? Tucker Carlson back on Fox and returning to his comfort zone anti-abortion information. So Tucker Carlson back on Fox. Media Matters. This was yesterday at 11:24 p.m. Fox News host Tucker Carlson returned to his program tonight after a seeming cooling off period. And already he's fallen back into his old habits, spreading anti-abortion misinformation. One day after sparking outrage for downplaying the white nationalist violence on August 6th in the wake of several mass shootings, Carlson took a conveniently timed break from hosting Tucker Carlson Tonight. The move seemed an attempt at damage control, providing the network a change to reassure advertisers who's running the show, right? With Carlson's time slot is hemorrhaging, and it's safe to associate their brands with Fox. Okay, so that is one. And then I had another one there. Go to number 7. This is also Media Matters, and this was also yesterday, okay, at 5:07 p.m. Tucker Carlson returns to Fox News, but advertisers are staying away. Fox host Tucker Carlson is returning to his show tonight after an attempted cooling off period for defending white supremacy and downplaying white nationalist violence in the wake of El Paso, Texas mass shooting. But he'll be returning to one of the lowest number of paid advertisers since Tucker Carlson Tonight debuted. So they have the list of advertisers. They are attacking him. They do not want independents. Absolutely do not want independents to see Tucker Carlson, because that is the truth. And Fox News is dedicated, whether you believe it or not. When the president says something's going on at Fox, it is. Fox is dedicated to making sure that they bring in all the independent voters, not conservatives. They don't care about you. They're like your phone plan. You're like your satellite dish. Well, they've already got your business, so they're not bringing you the new discounts. Well, they already got your business, so they're not bundling any sports packages for you because you've been with them for 10 years. You've been with them for 20 years. Why give you a deal? But they are making a deal for new viewers today, and that's Fox News. And they are bringing in the independents. And as they bring in the independents, they will be as negative in their crafty, manipulative way and try to get you to believe they're still somewhat conservative, but they will try to do everything they can to manipulate independents and get the word out that Trump's recession, Trump's economy, Trump's tariffs, tariff war, one thing after another. I do not trust Fox News, period. Take a break, Josh. We'll be right back.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
The summer truck event is here at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. So come get a payload of savings on Georgia's favorite trucks, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,000 off Colorado crew cabs. Every Chevy truck and SUV is discounted for this special event. Don't miss out. The summer truck event at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. I walked in the house briefly during the break, and yes, Fox News is on, and a Democrat candidate, is it John Delaney, is on Fox News. I don't want to go into Fox News again. Josh, let's show people how to get in touch with the show. All right. Now, I don't want to spend a lot of time. Do not want to give these two Muslim women of color. Wait a minute. I do not want to give these two congresswomen of color that are Muslim. I don't care. You have to stop saying it. No, I'm not going to stop saying that. I know why they wanted to go to Israel. Rashid, now let's go to number 3. I'll show you here number 3, right? Let's go to number 3 very quickly here. Yesterday on Face the Nation, all right, our Sunday, Representative Ilhan Omar, right? Ilhan Omar, a Somali, probably in this country, probably obtained her visa and obtained her citizenship illegally in this country. And then we have Rashid Tlaib from Michigan, such a loving Muslim. She told her son, her young son, "Mommy, are we just going to let Donald Trump bully us and get away with it? No, honey, we're going to go to Washington, D.C., and we're going to impeach the MFer." Such loving, loving, loving people, just wanting a homeland for their Palestinian family. Now, this is a picture, and I don't know if they're all there, number 9. This happened in August, number 9, the largest congressional delegation ever to visit Israel. Largest ever, okay? And in this, all right, in this delegation, we brought it up yesterday. We just want to, because the media is not going to tell you this, so we're just going to recap. Won't take but a second. Where is it at? Where is it at? There it is. Largest ever congressional delegation visits Israel. This was in this did take place in August. 41 Democrats, 31 Republicans. Now, what you do not see is you do not see a picture of Rashid Tlaib or Ilhan Omar in the group. Okay, you do not, because they wanted to go by themselves. Okay, they did not want to go. Number 10. Okay, these two American-hating congresswomen. Now, they went to Congress so they could take their hate for this country to the floor of Congress, period. End of discussion. They hate this country. They have taken advantages of all the country has to offer. But as far as how you live and what this country is based on and our history, the whole list, they despise the place. So what they need to do is go to Congress and see if they can't take their hate there. So these two gave a press conference yesterday. Now, Rashid Tlaib, Israel, and we won't go back into that, but what I'm going to tell you is Israel has a law on the books. You cannot come there and knowingly, they will not let you come there and try. You see, the kids, I tell you what, I get so damn angry. The media will show you the pictures of our children in school going through active shooter drills. The media, one more time, will go through and show you our children in our schools practicing an active shooter drill, getting into a room, hiding. But if these two Muslim congresswomen head out to the West Bank or the Palestinian territories of Israel, cause an uproar, and they get home and they're lobbing these Scud missiles or whatever they lob over into Israel, and the children are in the schools hiding, we won't show those training videos. The terror that the Israeli people have had to live through. No. So Israel has a law in the book saying, hey, if you're going to come here, and I'm going to call it incite a riot law. I don't know what it is exactly, but we're not going to let you do that. And they knew it did not take a tweet from President Donald Trump to Netanyahu, and it did not. They knew what these two were up to. And they have shown their hand, because yesterday in the Facebook, Rashida Tlaib was offered by the Israeli government a humanitarian visa. They're standing up like, 2 members of Congress did not get to go because they told us we cannot? What the hell? What the hell? I can't stand that woman. So they're trying to make it look like, oh my God, Congress, American congresswomen, duly elected, were denied entrance. We know the truth why they were denied entrance. Rashida Tlaib was going to visit her grandmother, but changed her mind. See, the whole trip to begin with was going to be about grandma, and, we don't intend to do anything, but they lied. Democrats are distancing themselves from these two. They're a nervous wreck over these people, the Democrats are. My grandmother, Rashida Tlaib, cried and said, my grandmother, I'm a free bird. I'm her free bird. I'm her free bird. Go back home. Stay at home and be that free bird, whatever. They wanted to clearly attack and discredit and talk down all the above, anything they can about America and Israel. They are Jew haters. They hate the Jews, and that's what they were trying to do. We know the largest delegation went to Israel. I have given them too much time, but I wanted to go over that again. So let's go to we got a lot to do before we close. Number 13. China sends strong warning to Hong Kong as troops build. Let me find the other picture I want to bring to you. Okay. Hold on just a second. We got everyone we can here. Let me run through these. Sorry for the delay, folks. I had one more I wanted to show you. And I thought I sent you a couple, Josh, and I'll continue to look here. Because when I sent a couple to you. All right, right here we go. One more I wanted to show you. New York Times, number 16, with troop buildup, China sends a stark warning to Hong Kong. So supposedly right outside of Hong Kong, the troops are assembled. They're able to see them. They're locking down any social media to help promote any rioting. I will not say any more on this. I do hope for a peaceful resolution. I do always hope for a peaceful resolution. But let's be clear. Hong Kong belongs to Beijing. It's China. They keep talking the news like it's Hong Kong. No, it's not. Hong Kong is no more than New York City to the United States of America. Hong Kong is no more than Atlanta to the United States of America. No more than Chicago, Detroit, Houston. Oh, no, those are really failed cities. Hong Kong, I don't think it's a failed city yet. But they are no more anything. They're nothing more than a city in China. Get it clear. The Chinese will not accept or will not let their people in mainland China see this. They will not let you watched when they did the 30-year anniversary, was it, of Tiananmen Square? And they went around and interviewed young people that had no idea. China erased it from history. China completely erased Tiananmen Square from history, okay? And they went around and interviewed these kids, and they're 20, 25 years old, and they didn't know what you're talking about. They have no idea what you're talking about. The pictures are gone. They have erased it. They've done everything. Hong Kong will be the same. They will not let the people on mainland China see this, and they will not put up with it. There is no democracy in China, okay? There is no freedom of speech. There's no freedom of assembly and peaceful protest, and they will do something about it. I just hope it ends in a peaceful way. This morning, let's go back just quickly, Josh, and run through the, recession. Let's do Recession Tuesday. Now, this is a Face the Nation number 2. I recommend, if you're wondering about tariffs, if you're wondering about the economy, and you're wondering about, what they did not do today on 2 channels that I watched, CNN and MSNBC. They did not talk about the inverted yield curve this morning. Not one time did they bring it up, okay? Because I will tell you, Peter Navarro smacked the you-know-what out of Jake Tapper Sunday. And we played that video yesterday. I recommend that for everybody. They did not talk about that this morning, but still recession fears. So let's go through this morning's recession fears. Josh, give me number, hold on, we'll get there soon. I got it here in just a second. So let's go to this, all right? Let's go to number 14, MSNBC Morning Joe. They played John McCain. This is from September 15th, 2008, during the campaign. They brought this up, and John McCain made a comment at this. Let me get it. Well, I have it here. The fundamentals of our economy are strong. So that night, John McCain, they brought this up and said, the fundamentals of our economy are strong. And they made fun of him and said, and just 2 months later, around the corner, one of the biggest economic collapses. So they were paralleling or making a parallel assessment, whatever the hell. Okay, let's go to number 15. So advisor to the president, Kellyanne Conway, yesterday came out and said, the fundamentals of our economy are very strong. So almost the same line as John McCain, and they drew that parallel. So they're trying to do everything to scare you into recession, okay? Number 19 this morning. Where else? Michigan. You got to pay attention, folks. Number 19. U.S. Steel plans to lay off hundreds of workers in Michigan. They will impact nearly every area of the facility, from blast furnace to finish operations, a company spokeswoman told Reuters. There you go, Michigan. Okay, number 20, MSNBC, the takedown of a president. U.S. Steel to lay off nearly 200 workers in Michigan. Number 21, here you go. U.S. Steel cites market conditions for layoffs at idled plant there, $268 million. It reported second quarter net earnings $68 million, down from $214 million same quarter last year. This is the takedown of an American president. It is the let me get to a couple more. So hang tight. I got a couple more on the economy, the recession that is not happening, that they're trying. I told you the whole box is open. Number 46, MSNBC. The Wall Street Journal, Trump calls for a big Fed rate cut. Again, criticizes central bank chairman. Now, if you listen to the media, they will tell you that you only call for a Fed rate cut in the interest rates if you're concerned about a sagging or slowing economy. They will never report that since President Trump has taken office, there's been seven or nine rate hikes. They'll never talk about that. Too fast. Okay? Too fast. The feds are doing what the deep state wants them to do, and they'll talk about that is the kind of cut you make when you accept the economy is slowing. No. Number 48, the growing concerns of a potential recession. Let me see. Let me get to obviously CNN had to say something about the economy this morning. Oh, there it is. CNN, number 61. White House downplays recession fears. Now, this, I do not watch Fox in the morning. I probably should so I can bring you their bylines. They're no different. White House downplays recession fears. So obviously all of the media has gotten together and said, look, we need to push every way we possibly can to convince the American people a recession's on its way. This lady, they hate him. I just want to put it up. Number 62. I forget her name. She's on CNN. They hate the president of the United States. They hate that man. Number 63. White House continues to downplay recession fears. Larry Kudlow said yesterday, more tax cuts for the American people are certainly on the table. Cutting payroll tax is not something under consideration at this time, but they say the president wants to cut payroll tax. Number 64, they cite the president's tweets. Our economy is very strong despite the horrendous lack of vision by Jay Powell and the Fed. But the Democrats are trying to will the economy to be a bad for purposes of the 2020 election. Very selfish. Our dollar is so strong that it is sadly hurting other parts of the world. The Fed rate over a fairly short period of time should have been reduced at least 100 basis points. It goes on to say there, but the economy, the Democrats are wishing it. The Democrats are wishing you lose your job. The Democrats are wishing that your company goes out of business so it could be a headline. Oh, God, yes, they would love that. Your misery has no meaning to them whatsoever. And number 66, countering economic concerns. At 4 a.m. Eastern time, look at that, 4 a.m., right out of box, economic concerns. So let's take a short break. Let's make it short. We'll come back and wrap up. We'll talk about Planned Parenthood. We'll talk about Epstein. We'll talk about the Duke of York. What else do we have? We'll do it. Oh, yeah, Stacey Abrams taking her lying voter suppression show on the road. Take us a break, Josh.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
The summer truck event is here at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. So come get a payload of savings on Georgia's favorite trucks, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,000 off Colorado crew cabs. Every Chevy truck and SUV is discounted for this special event. Don't miss out. The summer truck event at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. So let's go through number one. Oh, I am so sorry. There is the Duke of York. That is nice. That's his nice little young thing and his pimp over there. With Epstein, we have the picture of the Duke of York. Let's go through here. There's the one. And then we have, let's see what else we have. Is that the number one, Josh? I didn't ask you. I think number one put that up. We got to run through some things quickly here. Hold on. Wow. Man, I am so sorry. Something in the air this morning here. It's getting a little chilly. So there's the Duke of York, Andrew, right? And then let's go through here. I believe Epstein was murdered. Period. Number 25, Epstein's will. Apparently, the U.S. Virgin Islands, there's a will that's been filed and was signed and a trust created, which will make it harder for the victims to pierce that trust to get into it 2 days before Epstein died. I don't know what day Epstein died, so let's say it was a Thursday, right? And Bill Clinton called the jail. I can't do it. Michael, hey man, this is Bill. I plan on visiting Thursday. I'm going to come by Thursday, say hello. Epstein gets off phone and says, damn, get my attorney. Thursday's my day. I'm leaving. I'm getting out on Thursday, and I don't mean alive. Number 30, Buckingham Palace defends Prince Andrew against allegations of sexual misconduct. Number 34, the statement from Buckingham Palace. The Duke of York has been appalled by the recent reports of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes. Now, he wasn't appalled the day he had his arms around what looked to be a 16, 17-year-old. I don't know. His Royal Highness deplores the exploitation of any human being and the suggestion he would condone, participate, or encourage any such behavior is abhorrent. Abhorrent. Whatever. The Duke's upset. The Duke is all upset. Here we go. Number 35. Prince Andrew, the Guardian, urged to tell all he knows about Jeffrey Epstein. Absolutely. Number 36. Jeffrey Epstein signed a new will just 2 days before he died. Now, go to 35, if that is the old Prince there. 35. Let's stay with that one a minute. I want to go through a couple more, see what I have here. Let's see really quick. Hold on, Josh. There we go. I had that. Hang on, Epstein. I wanted to see if I remember if there was anything on CNN. I don't think so. Okay, so this morning, The Guardian, I would encourage you to go to The Guardian. Hold on. I had The Guardian up here just a minute ago. Where is it at? And there's a story there, and you have to go to the UK version of The Guardian. Prince Andrew urged to tell all he knows about Jeffrey Epstein. Lawyers for the abused victims asked Prince to support investigation into late financiers' claim. Prince Andrew should give sworn testimony on everything he knows about his friend Jeffrey Epstein after saying he was appalled by the disgraced financier's sex crimes. If the Duke, of York is so appalled, and if the Duke of York is so upset that this little maybe 17-year-old girl, I don't know how old she is, that maybe he was saving her. That's what it is. Maybe he went in and was saving her. So maybe the Duke should go and give testimony of everything he knows. We've got about 9 minutes. I want to wrap up two things, Josh. Let's go to, let me find this New York Times article. Oh man, I don't have the time. All right, I had a New York Times article. Planned Parenthood refuses federal funds over the abortion restrictions. And let me go through here. CNN was on a roll this morning. Now, why would they refuse the funds? Why? Number 65, Planned Parenthood to reject federal funds. Getting hot out here. Planned Parenthood to reject federal funds. Right there, 4 a.m. That's one of their opening lines this morning. Let's go through and find all of the Planned Parenthood this morning. All right, and there is CNN again. Number 57, Planned Parenthood refuses federal funds over abortion restrictions. Organization rejects gag order, exits Title 10 program. Number 56, same thing. They're running that. Just look at the bylines. And let me go through here. I'm for sure we have some MSNBC, and then we'll stop and talk about that for a minute. Hold on, we're getting there. Getting there. MSNBC has to have the old Planned Parenthood. I thought MSNBC had something on that. Let me find. Maybe I didn't put anything together where that was concerned. All right, I did not put anything together on the Planned Parenthood for that. So let's stay on that one just for a minute, Josh. Planned Parenthood refused federal funds over abortion restrictions, facing a Trump administration rule that forbids referrals for abortion. The organization decided to reject federal funds for family planning for low-income women. Obviously, for family planning, low-income women, you can't look. Planned Parenthood can no longer say, go out the front door, go 2 doors down, and that's the abortion department of our clinic. They can't do that anymore. Okay. Planned Parenthood said Monday it would withdraw from the federal family planning program that provides birth control and other health services to poor women rather than comply with a new Trump administration rule that forbids referral to doctors who can perform abortion. Planned Parenthood receives $60 million annually through the federal program known as Title 10. The funds have enabled the group to provide more than 1.5 million low-income women each year with services like birth control and pregnancy tests, as well as screening for sexual transmitted disease and breast and cervical cancer. So obviously, Planned Parenthood is telling you what is their priority, what's important to them. Abortions. Now, the federal funding that they get allows them to do everything they say they provide. Pregnancy test, birth control, screenings for transmitted disease, breast and cervical cancer screenings. Everything they say they want to do for women's health is there. Why not take the money and do it? Because abortion is their priority. They're showing their cards that Planned Parenthood is, there's nothing about Planned Parenthood that is for women's health. That's not their focus. They are an abortion clinic, plain and simple. That's their priority. And they show you right here by not taking the money for what they claim they provide in women's health care, because they can't look at them and say, oh, you're pregnant, honey? The doctor 2 doors down can take care of that. So they'll just forgo all low-income women's health issues or the things they provide because they can't tell them where to get an abortion. Be very clear on that, okay? It's 9:56. Josh, I know I want to let's go to number 5. Let's be careful of this woman, Michael Strahan's little sister. Abrams wants to fight voter suppression in the 2020 election. We have to keep an eye on that. Let's go to, let's see. Oh, they're claiming that Trump is responsible for bringing back ISIS. ISIS is growing and it is emerging because of President Trump. There you go. And what time is it? I've got 3 devices with different times. It's 9:55. Folks, I'm your host, BKP. We're going to be back tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, okay, right here. I'm sorry I did not get to everything. There's so much stuff out there that is going on that we need to keep up with, that you just can't open up every single thing there is across this country. Nobody's talking about Antifa. Nobody talks about Democrat violence. No one. We're trying our best here. We only got 2 hours a day. Follow us. Let's show them how to get in touch with the show, Josh. Let's do that one more time. You can always get in touch with us throughout the day. Also go to FetcherNews.com, the leading source of news in North Georgia, and we're growing rapidly in Western North Carolina. Again, I'm your host, BKP. Josh, take us out of here. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.